Hello gamers, welcome back to the Midnight Moose channel. We're going to play some Blueprints today. Blueprints just came out today, and we all played the demo. We were all extremely excited. I know I was, but really this time. And let's hop into a game and see what we can do. In this game, we try to reach a room. We're given rooms to use to lay out a mansion, manor, big house, if you will. Anyway, I'm sure they'll explain it better than I will, or at least I hope so. Otherwise, yikes, just kidding. But there seems to be some mysteries involved. So it's an intriguing game. Seems like a very great game based on the demo. So we're going to hop in and see what we can see. I can hear some rain in the background. I like the presentation, you know, they're not rushing it like I would. They want the suspense to build in your bones, which is all well and good. So, you know, let's respect that. Let's have a minute of quietude with no rambling. Here's a guy. Yeah, I broke the minute, sorry, by the way, like 3 seconds in. So, what are you going to do? This person, let's see. Okay, it's Herbert. All right, Mount Holly Estate, of course. Okay, he died. Spoiler alert, he died. What's a codicil? I've never heard of that word. I'm gonna have to Google that later. I think we're Simon P. Jones, but I'm not certain. All of my right, title, and interest in and to the house and land which I own near Mount Holly. Okay, thanks a lot, Gramps, or whatever you were to us. The above provision and bequest is contingent on my aforementioned grandnephew discovering the location of the He's our granduncle, got it. Okay, 45 room estate. We have to find the 46th room. Excellent. I am confident that any heir worthy of the Sinclair legacy should have no trouble uncovering its whereabouts within a timely manner. Okay. Should my grandnephew fail to uncover this room or provide proof of his discovery, so we need to get to the room. We need proof of discovery. Otherwise, there's going to be some lapse, and we all know lapse can never be trusted. I have hereunto set my hand this 18th day of March, 1993. March 18th, 1993. Somebody write that down. We might need that info. Blueprints. That's the name of the game, literally. So, that's true. Alright, we're here at the Mount Holly Estate at Reddington, or whatever they called it. Alright, day 1. I think they're, on the demo, what was it, a 4-day timer? Something like that. So let's see if that is the same limit for this game, full game release. Alright. So we have steps in the corner. I think they explained it all, but when we open a new room, it usually costs steps. Here's a letter. This might explain some other stuff as well. Open only in the event of my death, but it doesn't say who it's signed by, so how do you really know? All right, welcome to Mount Holly. You may not remember, but I have fond memories of your visits here. By the time you read this, I'll be dead. Anyway, with that said, there are a few ground rules for this whole charade that's going on. No tools or items may be brought onto the estate from the outside. Tools and items found on the estate may not be taken off the estate. You may not stay overnight. Alright, don't suspect any of these stipulations should prove an impediment for someone as resourceful as yourself. Okay, you start fresh each morning and not rely on the success of the previous day. Got it. One final word of advice. Do not assume the rooms you find today will be the same rooms you find tomorrow. These grounds have provided me a home for the last half-century, and even I am uncertain of which room lies beyond any particular door. Your grandmother used to say, don't go where the path leads, abandon the path, and go where you want it to lead. All right. Sounds like a good plan. Thank you so much. All right, and here we have the layout of the house, or so we might think. The blueprint. This will serve as a useful map and inventory log during our adventures. We can access this anytime by pressing tab. Okay, so we're in the entrance hall. We have to get to the antechamber. Is this room 46? Maybe. Let's call it a day. Just kidding. It's a little early. All right. Any other stuff we can pick up or utilize? Okay, here's some information. Search the estate can be exhausting. Each time you enter a room, you'll lose 1 step. When you no longer have any steps left, you'll be too tired to continue searching the manor, and you must call it a day. All right. And I remember certain rooms can give you steps or potentially take away, or we'll see what happens. Okay, and what's the wording on this? When you enter a room, so it's not just the first time that we do it. It's anytime we enter. So let's see what happens here. At this door, select a room to draft. So we could draft a bedroom, and when we enter it, we gain 2 footsteps. It's got an entrance door and one on the right, a closet, no extra doors, but there are 2 items in this room, or a hallway that has 3 doors total. You know, let's do the closet. We're going to get 2 items. I see a coin purse. Yep. Each time you collect 3 coins, earn an additional coin in interest. Wow, that's 33% interest rate. That's pretty great. And we have a gem there. And those were our 2 items, I assume. You know, we can't grab anything else, even though some of this looks helpful. I mean, you never know. I'd like to take the light bulb, but we'll see what happens. Okay. This door. Let's see what we can draft. There's a parlor that it can involve a puzzle. Another bedroom, a nook, and I don't think there's any backing out. Once we click on a door, we have to choose something. But let's see. So far, we have the closet. Oh, it'll map what it will look like on the tab view. So that's nice. So we're basically going to open up left or right. And the nook also provides a key. We're going to see what's in the nook. Well, we know it's a key, actually, right? Oh, let's see. Here's a helpful note. A journey noteworthy. As you continue on your adventure, you may want to consider getting something to scribble down your notes and observations. A pad, a scrap of paper, or perhaps, most fittingly, a journal will prove to be an invaluable tool you will not regret having beside you on your journey. All right, I'll have to find a book in real life. Those things are rare these days. We got the key that was listed in the nook, so that's good. This place looks very well lived in. Lots of books here. They got a rook with their book. I don't know if it's supposed to rhyme, but it does. Any other cool art? There's that stuff. Anyway, let's go through this door. Potentially. So there's a corridor. They're always left unlocked. That's great news. There's a lavatory. That would be a dead end, so that doesn't seem great. And there's a storeroom, which is also a dead end, but it also has a key, a gem, and a coin. I think in the interest of continuing our route, we'll pick a corridor, but we'll see what happens. And it says we're in rank 2. I believe that's the horizontal line. So that's so rank 2 is the corridor, the nook, and anything else we might be lucky enough to include on this level. Is there anything in the corridor? No, they're just unlocked at all times. Allegedly. All right. From this door, we can draft, let's see, a guest bedroom. We get plus 10 steps, but it's a dead end. The lavatory or the den. I think we're going to have to choose the den. Otherwise, it's a bit of a dead end. There's also a gem in the den. Say that 1 time fast. Let's see. That's a nice clock. Is that the real time in real life? Let me check. No. Okay. That'd be too cool if it was. But at least it matches that clock. Why do you have so many clocks? There's another one. This person loves clocks. Is that a locked... is that a keyhole? I'm not certain. Anyway, I was told a gem was in this room. Oh, here we go. Looks like a topaz. So that's pretty nice to see. All right. Now this goes back down to rank 1, right? Based on the map. So that's a good place for a dead end. We can dump the lavatory there. I believe once we draft a room that day, it doesn't show up again. So this is a nice spot to dump the lavatory so we don't have to choose it later on. And it dead ends at a higher rank. You know? That's my strategy there. That's a perfectly square waste bin. So I think that's pretty nice. All right, what was this guy's name? Herbert S. Somebody. Anyway, nice bathroom. I'll pass. Another clock, huh? What do we have here? Air flight. How novel. 2 more clocks, in case you were wanting that. All right, let's see here. Spare room, that'll move us up a whole rank immediately. The West Wing Hall opens up some possibilities. A secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. I did see the colors. Lavatory's red. Most of them are blue. We got brown for what appear to be hallways or passages, allegedly. But, oh, this has a gem requirement, 1 gem. So that'll probably spend a gem, which is unfortunate. But I think we could open up to the West Wing Hall, right? What do you think? I think that'd be nice. I don't know. Unless that was the only spot for the secret passage, then we're very unlucky to not pick it. Staff notice, June 15th, 1983. Out of respect for the late Lady Clara Epson, the West Wing will be closed until further notice. While the floor plans associated with this wing have not been removed from the pool, we ask that staff members refrain from drafting them during this period of mourning. So everybody drafts rooms in this building. But the West Wing will be closed. Oh, and we drafted the West Wing Hall. So don't I look like a bit of a fool. Sorry about that, everybody. Okay, we got a nice picture. Could be a little straighter. That's all right. Here's a boat picture. That looks nice, too. Can we interact with this? No. And that's fine. Okay. Candlestick fell over. Seems like a nice hall. I mean, we got some boarded up windows. Who knows what else? All right, let's take a look up here. There's a bedroom that could connect. There's a pantry with 4 coins. There's the drawing room. You may draw new floor plans while drafting in this room. You may draw, like this choice, we can maybe re-roll it. I forget the exact, what that does. All right, we got the bedroom where we get steps through by entering it. Well, it pays for itself because you have to enter it, which costs a step, and you have to leave it, which costs a step. So when you get 2 for entering, you just break even, I believe, right? We can go up another with the drawing room, or these could, send us eastward. And this is a 1 gem requirement. Let's have it, We spent a gem, but there's a lot of drawings in this room. That is true. There's certainly a lot of drawings, and none of them are clocks. So most of them are this guy, though, apparently. He loves that umbrella, and who wouldn't? There's 1 clock. I find 1 a good number of clocks you can have in a room. If you disagree, let me know. All right, and there's good old Sinclair. Oh, yeah, that was his name. Oh, Queen of Diamonds. What does that mean? In the car from Titanic, the movie. Interesting. Oh, there's another note. Okay. Drawing floor plans. Each time you click on a door, you will draw 3 floor plans, from which you must select 1 to draft. However, there are some items and rooms that will allow you to redraw if you do not like your initial 3 options. Good to know, and thank you for confirming. All right, so this is what we have so far. We got a player marker blinking, so that's nice. Maybe we can see something over here. Oh, it needs a key. We do have a key. Well, then I'll rethink that. Maybe we can just, put something over here that had coins or gems or something we can really use to the storeroom. We could just toss the storeroom here. It won't lead anywhere else, but it gives us some nice supplies. The kitchen has food for sale. We don't have any money, so I'll pass on the kitchen at the moment. All right, the storeroom gives us 1 coin, 1 golden key. That means it works for every room on the floor. Just kidding. That's Isaac lore, of course. And we got another gem. And is that a piece of paper? Oh, well, I love this. It's a very cute drawing. Thank you for being there, drawing. We got a rocking horse. We got a pawn. Can we find a whole chess set in this place, by the way? Maybe. Necktie. Anything clickable over here? Not that I can tell. So the answer is probably yes. I just missed it. As That happens sometimes. All right, let's see if this door past the drawing room is locked, because that'll determine if we have to use a key there, right? It is locked. Let's use a key anyway. They unlocked the graphic. I think that's pretty neat. Okay, chapel. Whenever you enter, lose a coin. That's a little rough. Guest bedroom. That's a bit of a dead end, in my opinion. The courtyard seems to continue on, but it does cost us a gem, but it won't cost us money each time we walk through. So courtyard seems nice, in my opinion. Is it raining outside? Oh, these windows don't work. We got some dirt. I think there is a shovel we could find in a certain room. This isn't a shovel. It's a hammer. But we'll take it. Can shatter padlocks on locked trunks. Excellent. Did we see any locked trunks previously? I know what you're thinking. No. And I think you're right. But, I mean, these aren't trunks. They're boxes and barrels and chairs. But if we see any locked trunks, we know what to do. Sledgehammer them open. Probably. All right, so how are we doing? Okay, so we got to make it to the antechamber. There's so much room we have to explore still. Maybe we can do a side draft here. It does take a key. Is everything taking keys these days? I mean, let's get serious. Okay, this one doesn't, so that's nice. Let's review. A spare room will take us up another rank. A parlor, will send us to the side. The patio spreads gems in each green room, but costs a gem. But we have the courtyard. Does it also put a gem in the patio itself? Because then we'd profit in gems, but then we would get sent to the east. Let's give it a shot and see what happens. Gotta experiment some, in my opinion. Alright, do we have to enter to get the gems? Oh. Would you look at that? It's a nice little, there's another dirt pile. It's a nice area outside. Seems pretty positive to me. Oh, here we go. A gem and a note buried below. Occasionally you may discover small mounds of dirt in certain rooms of the estate. With a shovel, one may be able to excavate these suspicious dig spots. All right, so we need a shovel. And we're going to take this propane. I'm just kidding. All right. Oh, hanging plant. How nice. All right. Did they put a, oh, I guess I shouldn't be wandering around, huh? I've been wasting steps just wandering around between doors and rooms. We got the gem, though. The gem was worth the step, I hope. We're going to have to get some more steps sooner or later, preferably sooner. And I know some of the bedrooms were offering steps, but then they did end. So, you know, it's a lot of questions and considerations. Okay, chapel. We could make the chapel to go higher up in rank, but we would lose our money. I'm not sure what happens if we have no money while we go through the chapel. The kitchen sends us down a rank, so I'm not in love with that. And the secret passage leads to a room of a color of your choice. But what square does it take up on the blueprint, right? That's my question. Let's figure it out, I guess. All right, and that door wasn't locked, so I'm a big fan of that fact. Okay, key to the bedroom. Red rover, gold sink. So these are the, there's more green thumb. The halls of holly. Okay, so we want a hall or a green room, bedrooms or purple. Sure, we haven't drafted any. We don't see any purple, makes sense. Red rover, drawback, press. So red's not the greatest based on the tax from the chapel, etc. Gold sink, market. Okay. Oh yeah, the kitchen was a gold room, I suppose. Here's the number 10. That might matter. I guess. Does it mean it goes this way? So it'll form behind? So it'll form this square, I assume. I mean, a hallway that opened up could be helpful. A bedroom's probably a dead end, right? Let's pick a hallway and see what happens. I like that. That was pretty cool. All right. Oh, it's locked. Well, I guess so. Okay. So we have a hall. This has doors on all 7 locked doors. What's that? That's not good. We don't have any keys left. There's the foyer. Hallway doors are always unlocked. Oh, but it takes 2 gems. We don't have 2 gems. Creating more locked doors seems terrible, even with the northern, door we'd have here. So a hallway, we just kick the can down the road, you know what I'm saying? We'll see what happens there. Okay, we're at 25 steps. Oh, here's a note. Doors in the west wing are more likely to be locked. Okay, that's helpful info. We did encounter a few doors locked there, including maybe this drawing room door that we didn't use. Okay, can we go this way? Is it going to be locked? It is locked. We have no key. And I must scream. All right, can we... I'm pretty sure I didn't pick the option that said 7 locked doors, but we need a key to get out of either of these. This courtyard might need a key, right? That eastern door. So we're going to have to lose some steps here. I'm not the biggest fan of this development. But sometimes what can you do, All right, let's verify this was locked. Correct. Unfortunately. Let's verify this is also locked. Correct, unfortunately. Drawing room, another pawn. So, yikes. We got to go all the way down to the entrance hall to find a door that we didn't already use or isn't locked. That's true. That's the truth. All right, we'll sprint. Don't go all the way forward. We don't got to hit the lavatory. All right, take a right here to get to the entrance hall. Here we are. If this door's locked, I'd cry. Okay, we're fine. Guest bedroom for 10 steps. We could pick this, but then we can't really progress any further because it's a dead end. So the pantry leads north and gives us 4 coins. That'll also activate our coin purse synergy. So that's cool. There's also an apple. They gave us 2 steps. What a delicious apple indeed. All right, let's see what this says. Bridget, please pick up some more fruit before Friday, as we've just been informed that we may have an extra guest exploring the house next week. 50 steps should be more than enough, so I think an even spread would be ideal. 5 apples, 5 bananas, 5 oranges. The enclosed amount should cover expenses, but please bring back any change from the order and leave it in the pantry. That's probably why the pantry had money, and this is the pantry, so there we go. Made sense to me. All right, flour and sugar. Anything else here? We got a grinder, paper towel, coffee, cough with 1 E. We got an egg timer. We got a scale. All right, we can't. I'd like to take the rolling pin. It's not letting me though, so that's sad. There's a ladder. Can we? You know me. I love the ladder. Not working though. Sad. Okay, we'll try and go north here. We don't have 2 gem requirement. We can do this bedroom that has an extra way out. Hopefully. Yeah, we do have a square left on the eastern wing, as I like to call it. This bedroom pays for itself, so that's all we can hope for here. Any good stuff left behind? Let's see. Here's a picture of somebody. I don't remember the mother from the note. Our mother, the guy's niece or whatever, who knows. Another pawn. Origami. Delicious. The globe. No clocks. There's a finger pointing down. That might mean something, but I don't know. Oh, here's a note. Greetings from Reddington. All right, and that's all there was there. Okay, can't access anything there. I'm not seeing anything additional to enhance our run, and that's totally fine. The breaker box is a dead end. The East Wing Hall seems like a good choice, as it doesn't cost us coins, and it has a few doors that we can go through. So let's see here. There's a top hat, an umbrella. There's a giant onion. I'm just kidding. That's a jug of some sort. Are any locked? Can we sledgehammer you guys? No. No problem. Red flower, white flower. Thanks. All right. So this will be a dead end because it's the corner of the blueprint. But we have the mail room. A package will be delivered here the day after drafting this room. Interesting. And the locksmith. Keys for sale. Gem requirement. We do need keys, and we have 1 gem. This is the best chance for continuing the run further, I think. I don't know if our steps will allow it, but we'll see what happens. Okay. I don't remember the locksmith or the mail from the demo, so those are new rooms to me. Deer tag. Stag tag. Deer 10. I don't know if it should mean something or not. Okay, we click this. Oh boy. 1 key for $5 or coins. 3 keys for 12. A special key for 8. We don't have it. Or a lock pick kit for 10. We don't have that either. We don't have any of these monies except the first one. We have 5. I guess we'll buy that. Wishing we had more. Special key intrigues me greatly, obviously. What's this? Oh, it's the same. Okay. Good. Oh, we can just click anywhere, really. Good to know. Excellent. Well, we could still head north here instead of traveling all the way back to a locked room. Hey, we might sync up to the hallway at some point, frankly. We'll never know. It'd be really funny if that door was locked suddenly and then we had to spend our key immediately. I think that'd be sad. Chapel, lose coin, parlor. We don't have the gems for the office. Opportunity to earn and spread coins. Interesting. Let's pick the parlor. There's also a puzzle at hand. So we'll see about that. Any notes? Oh, I thought that was a note. It was a sunbeam coming through the window. So I think that's good. Take that. The wind-up key, a component of the parlor game. Makes sense to me. Dear Herbert, it was a great honor receiving the invitation to dine at your estate with the Oldhams this past Thursday. If I'm being frank, it had been quite a while since... Okay, who cares? Who had pressed me? Particular game. Okay. There will always be at least 1 box which displays only true statements. There will always be at least 1 box which displays only false statements. Only 1 box is a prize within. The other 2 are always empty. All right, that's the rules of the game. Okay, here's the boxes. Let's check it out. This is the black box. That's false. Okay, so that's a false statement. I would say that's a blue box, but tell me if I'm wrong. This is the black box. That's a false statement. So we have 2 falsehoods. So that means this has to be telling the truth. The black box is not empty. So the truth is the black box is containing things, right? There we go. We got 2 gems. Excellent. That may help us greatly in our drafting going forward, right? Granduncle. He didn't say much. That's fine. What do we have here? Peas in a pod? Mountains in a mountainscape? All right, let's see what we can do here. The guest bedroom would end this route. That would be bad. This room counts as 2 bedrooms. I don't know what that means, but it's also a dead end. So I'm going to say that would be bad. Dining room. Each day a meal is served in the dining room after rank 8 has been reached. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're in rank 6 up there. So we didn't reach rank 8, but this is the only room that'll continue our path. So let's try it. And maybe somebody left some coins behind anyway. We'll see. There's some wine. We can't take that. All right. There's another pawn. Pawn, the most common chess piece. You know, I'll go ahead and say it. I'm not afraid. All right, and this is boarded up because the bedroom there didn't have another door. Makes sense. You know, makes sense to me. Okay. And this is where our meal would be if we reach rank 8, I believe. So, good to know. Okay, we have the guest bedroom. We have the boudoir, which is the only one with an extra door, so I think we have to pick it. We have the nursery. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. Well, if only we had that earlier, then all these other bedrooms we'd have to pick would increase our step count greatly. But we got to go with the boudoir, I think, and unfortunately. But it may hook up with that hallway, so We'll see. I think our steps are going to get us sooner or later unless we find a fruit supply room. Does this activate? No, it doesn't activate. Anything cool back here? Anything for our sledgehammer? Not that I'm seeing, but I'm highly unobservant at the best of times. All right, we have Christmas Day. There's a safe partially unwrapped. There's a safe somewhere in the manor then. Perhaps we could crack it. They probably have a bunch of apples in there, I hope, anyway. All right, let's see what we can do here. Utility closet, dead end, workshop, combine inventory items, inventory to create new items. Commissary has items for sale. We still only have the 1 coin. The workshop puts us up a rank and gets us closer to the orange hallway. So I'm thinking I'm back in the workshop. You know what I'm saying? All right, can we take any of this stuff? I mean, it seems extremely helpful. What's this, by the way? Stones cut by hand and letters wrought do spell our secrets carved from thought. A message read is often lost among us. The bold words spoken soft. The note is read, the letter is not. The note is read, the letter is not. Okay, I'm guessing this is meaning something. Stones cut by hand, letters spell our secrets. Okay, who's cutting stones? Okay, oh, the letter T. That's one of the letters of the alphabet. You heard it here first. I'm going to write that down in my notebook that I have here. Let's see. Okay. T. All right. Well, probably need some more letters. Probably can't do too much with just that. By the way, what's this? A broken lever could prove to be useful. Okay, if you say so. Resident Evil. All right. Can we pick this thing up? No. That's fine. Can we pick this thing up? It looks heavy. That's fine. And then we have the work table. We can merge items via here. Let's see. Combine inventory to create new items. We have the sledgehammer, we have the coin purse, and we have the broken lever. I'm thinking... Oh, we need a third. Alright, coin purse doesn't work. Everything turns red. Coin purse plus... No, everything's red. Lever plus... Okay, so we need a third thing. What do we need? Tape? I guess so, maybe. My apologies. Can we grab any of this stuff? Or does that just all activate the... I mean, can't we walk around with a wrench? Break a few windows? There's tape right here. I guess we don't need that, otherwise I could pick it up. Anyway, we'll be back. Or more likely, we won't be back. Alright. Guest bedroom would be a huge dead end. Chapel doesn't get us to the orange hallway, but it would open some stuff. The mailroom... I wish we could throw that somewhere as a dead end. Maybe we can pick the chapel. We lose our money going through it. But maybe we can mail room on the left of it. On the west of it, I should say. You know what I'm saying? It looks very nice in here, though. Oh, yeah, there goes the cash. We're at 0. Anybody leave any other cash behind? Maybe we could take a donation from the donation plate for ourselves. No, I'm not seeing anything, sadly. Oh, there's a gem. That's helpful. Hopefully. See what happens. Somebody knocks some candles over. Oh, there's the bishop in the chapel. I guess I can't be too surprised about that. All right, this is the okay, this is the pretty much dead end. Oh man, just wanted to throw the mailroom there. Let's see if this also takes a key, because we can't be using our keys everywhere. Oh no, this one's fine. Okay, great. All right, the spare room, which goes across the wine cellar, dead ends, but gives us gems. Commissary sends us back a rank. Let's take the spare room. It's simply a necessity. Let's see, is there anything in there? Some paint. I don't want to go in yet. I don't want to spend our step. Let's spend our key here. Maybe things will go well with the mailroom as a choice. I'd be extremely excited to see it here. It's not here. That's fine. The breaker box, the dark room. You cannot see the floor plans while drafting in this room. That's fine, because we got a dead end at the one side and then connects to the courtyard on the other. Nursery. Whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps. And we could do that. But the utility closet has the breaker box. I don't know. It's a tough one. I mean, our steps are so low. I'm going to have to pick the nursery. Does it give 5 for itself? Yes. That's good. Should we go in there? Technically, no, right? Do you see anything besides a giant mother goose that's intriguing? I don't know. Is that something on the... Okay. We'll spend some steps, you know? Why not? There's a cool star pillow. I'm a big fan of that. There's a playpen area. I don't have time, but I will be taking this dragon. No, just kidding. Rubik's Cube. No problem. Plenty of blocks. Oh, this pillow or blanket caught my eye. I thought it was a purse or something we could loot. Didn't work out. Why would there be a purse in a child's nursery? I don't know. They gotta spend money too, you know? They gotta make money, they gotta spend money. From what I know. Oh, we did get a key though. And the Red Prince. Okay, the name of the game is Blueprints, so it's pretty similar but different. Oh, it's a whole story. There was a red prince who sat on a red throne. He made a red crown made of rubies and a red castle made of stone. The prince had a love for all things red. It's the only true color, the prince often said. Lobsters, stop signs, fire hydrants. That's right. He could not stand the sight of a canary or crow. He could not stand the white of a swan in the snow. I've never seen a swan in the snow. I bet it would look good. Oh, that was it. Okay, so he doesn't like yellow, snow. Oh, no, there was another page. Anyway, he never looked up for fear of the view. He had heard that the sky was not a red hue. So he always had a book to turn his eyes down if he was ever outside when the clouds weren't around. Do you know which book the prince always had? The one that made him happy whenever he was sad? A story he had read in the bath and the bed. And maybe you can guess with the clues that we have said. It was the story of a boy who also wore red, and he looked like our prince from his toes to his head. And as you, my reader, might also assume, this book is quite near you, in fact, in the same room. Hey, he's got the lobster page opened on his own book. In a book. It's a book in a book about a book. A story about you, if it needs to be said, about a red prince and his book, the red book we just read. Well, now it's Betty by time, I'm pretty sure. So, anyway, that's great. Are we the red prince or the blue prince, or neither? What if we turned around and there was like a bloody, you know, like horror factor just showing up? Okay, Mother Goose. Right. That was a nice read. Anyway, I guess there was no real reason to come in here. Gem and no, we did get a key, right? Okay. I was gonna say gem and coin and key wise, but we did get a key. There's Elvis Presley, not really. And we read a nice book, so I thought that was nice. There's some plants. Where are we going? Oh yeah, we're going through the spare room. See if we can find anything. Oh, there's a tape gun. Do we still call it that these days? It's been a while since I used one. But you never know. All right, there's a ladder leading nowhere. All too relatable. And that room sucked. I'll just say it. Anyway, the bunk room, which will give us steps, I guess counts for 2 bedrooms is good for the nursery because then it gives us 10 steps, right? Billiard room sends us backwards, and we can't, there's no more Eastern drafting. Billiard room, walk-in closet has 4 items, which is pretty cool, but these are all basically dead ends, even if the billiard room isn't. We'd get 10 steps from drafting a bedroom. Can that get us back? Because we have 12. So we'd have to go all the way back. 1, 2, 3. There's no connections, sadly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. We'd have 22. We'd have 4 steps in the orange hallway. And we did find a key, so we could go somewhere else, but it's just so unlikely to be helpful, but we'll see. Bunk room. We'll pick it, because for the steps, work twice. There we go. Should we go? If we go in here, we're going to have almost no steps left. I can't see anything useful, but almost every room has had something useful. So I feel bad. But the bunk room, there's a radio. We got to check that out. Oh, there's bananas. Look, we're gaining steps. We're gaining so many steps. I love bananas. In game. All right, what does that say? The Trinsdale Mystery. Okay. We have an Atari. That's looking pretty good. camcorder, radio. All right, another rocking. People love rocking horses in this house. They love giant chess pieces. You're starting a campfire in this room? That seems dangerous. I would just not do that if I were you. Oh, today is a good day because Simon is at camp and he is not as much fun as my friends. Pretty sure that's the player. Pretty sure we're not the fun ones here. So yeah. I will not have to share my toys, and I will not have to share my room, and I will not have to share my snacks. Having a younger brother is not as much fun as they told me it would be, but today will be a good day because he is at camp. What the heck? Herbie is mean and really stupid, and today is a good day because I threw away his airplane. I also had more fun at camp than he has had in his entire life. Oh, so this is written by us, potentially? Today's a good day because I got my brother in trouble for reading my private journal without my permission and writing mean things in it too. He also threw my model airplane in the bushes outside, but I got it back. And if he does it again, he will not get to go to the park on Friday, and we'll make sure he gets no presents for his birthday. I don't need any presents because I have my brother's book because he won't stop writing about me, and today is a good day because I know he cries when he can't find his book, even though he is older. He's a cry baby. Today's a good day because today my brother returns from college and I get to finally return to him the book I took from him a long, long time ago. Hopefully you find it as hilarious as I do. I honestly have no idea how we survived sharing a room. All things being said, I wouldn't have it any other way. Crossed out. All things being said, I still would rather have had a sister. Yikes. Congrats on the diploma and welcome home, Simon. All right, that seemed like a bit of a rude end there. But that's how it goes sometimes. Hey, there's a hamster? Gerbil? Guinea pig? I don't really know. I like the bunk bed it has, though. Hopefully somebody's feeding this little dude. I know I'm not. I don't have any. I would have shared the bananas if I could, if that's even a good food. Camp Colonel. Camp Colonel. Interesting. All right. Then we got the bunks. Okay, oh, there he goes. Look at him go. You can do it, buddy. Oh, he stopped. Well, thanks for trying. Anyway, was that a gun? We can't take the gun? It's probably a toy gun, given the fact it's a child's room, but still. Would have been helpful to hit somebody over the head with it. Anyway, we got to go all the way back, I'm pretty sure. So, let's start that arduous journey. And we did get the 6 banana steps. So if my math is right, and it just might not be, we may have 10 steps when we're back in the orange. Good old, sorry, I don't want to take a wrong turn. You know how it goes. I don't want to have a terrible time and lose all my steps. We're going to take a right, and then a right, and then a left. We don't want to go to the locksmith. We don't have any money. I don't think we were penalized for traveling through the chapel with no money. They took it to begin with, frankly. So what are you going to do? All right, we're going through the Nook. Am I missing something important by running so quickly through all these rooms? I don't think so. We've been through them before, mostly. Look at this. You can see right through the doorways. This is a nice upwards pointing path. Things are going really well. Here's the secret passage. All right, we're back. We have 10 steps exactly. Thank you, bananas, for those 6 extra steps. Let's use our key. It's probably just a dead end choice here. That'd be really funny. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Okay, we do have the 2 gems. I was about to say 2 dead ends, but then we do have the 2 gems for the showroom. Luxury items for sale. Well, we have 0 coins, so we'll be able to afford none of those. But it does offer us a door through. But I feel like things are really going to end soon. There's gems, there's rings, there's pendants. It's a neat shape. Let's see, $20 for the moon pendant. If you call it a day while wearing the moon pendant, you'll start tomorrow with 2 of the items in your inventory. That's positive. The master key, 80 coins, opens all normal doors. What does that mean? The chronograph for 30 coins. While drafting, you may rewind time after drawing new floor plans. You're more likely to draw tomorrow rooms while drafting. So like the mail room. Okay. And the ornate compass. While drafting, you may rotate the first 3 floor plans you draw. All great. I think we had, 6 coins earlier, and that was a treasure. So any of these, 20, 30, these are all way too expensive, but nice to know they exist. Maybe we'll have the means to afford one of those one day. We'll see what happens. Okay. The wine cellar, the mailroom, and the kitchen. The kitchen is basically a dead end. The other two are definitely dead ends. We can't go forward in rank. We're stuck here. The day is over. Let's take the mailroom to help our tomorrow is my best idea. What do you think? Order placed. Okay. We're getting a delivery tomorrow. Could be anything. Hopefully it's 10 keys, 40 coins, and 30 gems. And if it's not exactly that, I'll be upset. Simon P. Jones, Mount Holly Estate, Fen, Aries, 63080. Dad lives in maybe the same town, different zip code, or whatever they may call it. Should I be writing those down? I don't know about that. Any other info in here we can draw? No. Okay. Anything in here? Package delivered tomorrow. Tape that we can't use. Oh, here's something. Oh, let's see. Utility room fuse box. More detailed instructions will be sent by electronic mail to the address client has provided, also known as email. Press any button above to activate blue. Press a blue indicator next to a red indicator to activate purple. 5 purple indicators are needed to activate the 6th. I'm going to write that down in my notebook. 5 purple needed. Blue next to red. Activate purple. Didn't even make sense when I said it out loud. Let's activate blue. All right. Well, when we explore the breaker box, we'll use this info. Potentially. Actually, I'm just going to screenshot it. It's easiest for me. What's this say? Please return all correspondence and packages addressed to Denny Rivane to sender, as he no longer is employed with our staff. Looks like there's some writing here under this stamp, but I'm really not certain. Can we read this? This looks Cinca Co. Good to know. All right. I mean, we got a package coming tomorrow, assuming we draft a mailroom, but literally no other door is open besides this one. Oh my gosh. What is this breakdown? Hold on. But we don't have any keys. Yeah, we don't have anything. No keys, no gems, no coins. So we can't unlock this drawing room. By the way, when I click on drawing room, it tells me, it tells you good info. Rarity, it's pretty common. We can break down, it shows what rooms exist ever. Okay. So there's bedrooms, hallway. Okay, cool. I like this. I like this a lot, actually. Shops. We're missing some shops. Red rooms. We're missing some red rooms. Let's exit. All right, well, that'll do it for this day in Blueprints, I suppose. So let's call it a day. Tomorrow you'll awake to find the rooms of the estate as well as your inventory reset. There's nothing we can do, really, right? So let's call it a day with 8 steps left, sadly. We couldn't make it to room 46, but we did our best. And we learned some information about red, blue, and purple lights. We went through 28 rooms. Okay, we did reach rank 6. 69 steps taken. Nice. Items found 3, if you say so. All right, let's save and quit. That'll do it for now for this video. So thanks for watching the Blueprints first video. I'll be making some more. I can't promise I'll be making more progress, but I'll try my best. Leave a like if you enjoyed. Play it for yourself if you like as well. It's out on Steam as of today. But that'll do it. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. And goodbye.